The atmospheric processors of Training Facility Gamma 7 hummed steadily as Emma Rodriguez checked her chronometer for the third time. The Galactic Coalition's most elite soldiers warriors from 6 different species who had survived combat across a dozen star systems were supposed to meet her at the track 15 minutes ago. "They're stalling," she muttered, adjusting her standard issue Earth Defense Force tank top. James Chen, her training partner and fellow human instructor, jogged up beside her with an amused expression. Command sent another message. "The Krasvathi delegation is concerned about liability. Apparently, their warriors have never failed a physical assessment." Emma snorted. "There's a first time for everything." The Krasvathi were reptilian, apex predators from a high-gravity world, their muscular frames capable of crushing steel. Beside them walked the Vorthene insectoid creatures with 6 legs and exoskeletons that could withstand small arms fire. The Quellan brought their cybernetically enhanced bodies, processors calculating optimal performance with every movement. Rounding out the group were the massive Druin 8-foot giants whose species had conquered 3 systems through sheer physical dominance. 24 of the Coalition's finest warriors approached the human training facility with barely concealed disdain. Commander Zask, a Krasvathi with crimson scales and a chest full of combat citations, regarded Emma with predatory eyes. "Human instructor, we have cleared urban combat courses in 40% of standard time. We have completed zero-gravity assault simulations with perfect scores. Your species joined the Coalition only 2 cycles ago. What could you possibly teach us?" Emma smiled pleasantly. "We're going for a jog." The translation matrices struggled with the word. Several aliens consulted their datapads, confusion rippling through the group. "A recreational running activity." Zask's translator rendered his tone as deeply skeptical. "This is the legendary human training that Command insisted we experience." "That's right," James said, stretching his hamstrings casually. "Just a light jog. 6 miles, standard human warm-up distance." The aliens exchanged glances. 6 miles translated to approximately 9.6 kilometers in Coalition standard. Measurements a trivial distance for soldiers who had stormed fortified positions while carrying 80 pounds of equipment. "This is insulting," growled Thrax, a Druin whose biceps were thicker than Emma's torso. "We are elite warriors, not children playing games." "Then it should be easy," Emma said, her voice carrying an edge that made several aliens' threat assessment implants flicker. "We run together. You keep up with me and James for 6 miles. If you can't, you fail the integration assessment and go home. If you succeed, you get certified for joint operations with human units." Zask's scales rippled a gesture of acceptance among his kind. "We will complete your jog in half your time, human. Then perhaps your command will assign us to real warriors for training." Emma's smile never wavered. "Whenever you're ready, Commander." The first mile was a revelation and frustration for the Galactic Marines. Emma and James set what appeared to be a casual pace, their breathing steady, their movements fluid and relaxed. They chatted about logistics, dinner plans, the new season of some human entertainment program. The aliens, meanwhile, began to struggle. The Krasvathi, built for explosive speed and crushing strength, found their powerful muscles burning within minutes. Their physiology was optimized for short, devastating strikes, ambush predators who dominated through sudden violence. Sustained exertion at this pace was foreign to their biology. The Vorthene's exoskeletons, so effective in combat, became furnaces. Their bodies generated enormous heat during extended activity, and their cooling systems couldn't match the efficiency of human sweating. By mile 2, 3 of them had collapsed, their internal temperatures reaching dangerous levels. The cybernetic Quellan recalibrated their performance matrices obsessively, unable to comprehend why their enhanced bodies couldn't maintain pace with unaugmented humans. Their processors calculated optimal stride length, breathing patterns, energy distribution, but evolution had written code that no algorithm could match. The Druins suffered most dramatically. Their massive frames, so intimidating in combat, became anchors of flesh that demanded enormous energy to move. Their hearts, designed to pump blood through 8 feet of dense muscle, hammered dangerously as they struggled to keep pace with beings half their size. James glanced back at the struggling aliens. "You folks doing okay? We can slow down if you need a walking break." "We do not need," Zask's translator garbled as the commander's breathing became too erratic to form coherent words. Emma and James exchanged a look. Without discussing it, they slightly increased their pace. By mile 4, only 8 aliens remained on their feet. Commander Zask stumbled, his legs trembling as lactic acid flooded muscles that had never been tested this way. Thrax, the mighty Druin, went down on his knees, his chest heaving like a damaged atmospheric pump. I don't understand, Thrax gasped. We are stronger faster. James slowed to a stop, not even breathing hard. Stronger, yes. Faster in a sprint, absolutely. But humans, we're persistence hunters, buddy. Back on Earth, before we invented weapons, you know how we caught prey? Thrax stared up at him, unable to respond. We chased them, Emma continued, jogging in place. For hours, sometimes days, we followed prey until they collapsed from exhaustion. Then we walked up and killed them with rocks. We're not the strongest species in the galaxy. We're not the fastest, but we can keep going when everything else stops. Commander Zask, still on his feet, through sheer willpower, stared at the two humans with something approaching horror. This is your well, light jog, James corrected. Our actual warm-up is usually shorter. The realization hit the surviving aliens like a physical blow. These humans, these physically unremarkable beings who stood before them barely winded, represented something the Galactic Coalition had never encountered. Not superior strength or speed, but something far more terrifying. The absolute refusal to stop. Over the next hour, medical teams treated the collapsed aliens for exhaustion and hypothermia. None had sustained permanent injuries, but their pride bore wounds that would take longer to heal. Commander Zask approached Emma as she stretched, his scales now a dull gray of fatigue. Human instructor, we underestimated your species. Emma nodded, her expression softening slightly. Most do. We look weak compared to races like yours. But evolution didn't make us apex predators through strength. It made us apex predators through stubbornness. The Coalition needs to understand this, Zask said quietly. When humans say they will hold a position, they mean they will die there before retreating. When humans say they will complete a mission, they mean they will pursue it until they physically cannot continue. And their definition of physically cannot continue is... He gestured at the medical bay full of elite warriors defeated by a morning jog. ... different from ours. James clapped the commander on his scaled shoulder gently, knowing the alien was exhausted. Now you're getting it. Same time tomorrow, Commander. Zask's translator emitted a sound that might have been a laugh or a sob. Tomorrow we walk, then next week, we attempt your jog again. We will learn this human endurance. We must. As the aliens limped away, Emma turned to James with a satisfied smile. Think they'll actually come back? Oh, they'll be back, James said confidently. Their pride won't let them quit. Besides, once word spreads through the Coalition that humans can do this, every warrior race in the galaxy will want to try. Emma laughed, already planning the next day's training regimen. The galaxy was full of beings stronger and faster than humans, but they had just learned what Earth had known for millions of years. Sometimes the race isn't won by the swift or the strong, but by those who simply refuse to stop running.